So I think for us, because we're so small, we didn't have anybody on our team that had any direct experience with building an ESG report, somebody who had time to really dedicate to it. So, we tried, but I think that was our biggest problem is we had a big hole to fill, and we didn't really have anybody that could fill it for us that was on staff at the time. So not having it was nerve-wracking because it was something that, especially for me, it would have fell onto my shoulders. So I knew we needed to do it, so I knew that I would have had to dedicate a lot of time to research. I didn't even know where to start, so I think it felt us leaving us feeling like a little bit confused and just sort of not quite sure, so it might have just sat. And I think for something that we think is us leaders in the business in our company thought it was such an important piece to have it just sit there and just kind of gnaw away at us. Yeah, so what we did is we had our guy, he was a temporary contractor. We had him try to do it. So we just said, okay, we need a report, an ESG report. You're a smart guy, you have an MBA. Build one for us. And I think he was like me, he just didn't really understand it, he didn't know what to do, so he came back and he did like some very general industry specific like risk matrix that weren't very specific to us, it was just more specific to oil and gas. And then that's kind of where we were like, okay, we got to maybe go outsource this, because this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know, he can't help us. Well, I think, I had met you at the CPA conference, and then we had kept in touch. So we had a really good rapport, and I also felt like I could trust you and could confide in you and our finer details of our business, and not worry about, you telling anything to our potential competitors or that sort of thing. So that was a big thing. And I knew you had the expertise just from being in the workshops and the seminars in CPA, that this was your realm. So and honestly too, like after getting to know you a little bit better, I knew that we could work well together too, which we were right. My whole team gave me the same feedback. They all really liked you and enjoyed working with you on this project. So we look more put together now. So I think that people will understand the green part of our business, because now we have our ESG, and I think they understand that us selling and being part of the EnerTwin really puts us out there as far as what we're doing to reduce carbon. And I really think I feel more empowered that we have a tool,
Right.
And and like you said, something that you just didn't give me a piece of paper that has a brochure. Like, it's something we can continue to build